Let's give the people an example because here is how the show started. They're still in the ECW closet. I mean, the ECW arena, 900 people. And the announcers are running down the show. And here comes, I wrote Josh Alexander. Then, it's Gabe Kidd. Do they not look identical? Can you tell the difference between Josh Alexander and Gabe Kidd?
Gabe Kidd has a little bit more of a slouch.
Okay, so slouchy Kidd.
Josh Alexander has good posture.
Kidd comes out and interrupts the open, gets in the ring and calls out Darby Allin. And Darby slides into the ring from behind, and Gabe Kidd stops him immediately. But Darby fights back and sticks Gabe Kidd's arm in the top of the ring post. So they got a cheap ring. Their posts aren't capped, but it was creative. But then Gabe Kidd takes back over. And they get in a fight on the floor. Now, meanwhile, there is a smattering of clapping going on. Most of the people are just watching this, like, what the already this is going on. And they want to like Darby, but every time that Darby gets started doing something, Gabe Kidd cuts him off. And then he rolled Darby in the ring and went to find something under the ring and yelled at the fans, turned his back so Darby could cough and drop him off the top rope. That got a pop. Then they're back in the ring and Darby charges him to give him the backsplash in the corner and Gabe Kidd catches him in a choke. And they're having a match disguised as a street fight. They're doing spots now. Here comes Wheeler Useless and Darby nails him and levels Gabe Kidd and pulls out the thumbtack covered skateboard. And Yuta bends over and waits so he can get up on the turnbuckles and jump off the turnbuckles and skate across his back with the thumbtacks. But then he threatens Gabe Kidd with the board, but he can't do anything because he has to wait for Dick the Boozer, and Boozer's late. But then finally, out comes Boozer with Claudio and Marina Schaefer, and nothing happens. But then the lights go out. And then the new hook music starts playing. Brian, have you ever heard more uninspiring entrance music? What the fuck is that?
Yeah, the Death Riders music.
No, the hook music. Whatever it is, whoever it is, whatever, it's not good. And he comes out and there's no response. It's dead silence.
Yeah, see, the hook music and the whole hook signal thing would work if it was going to be some big, strong maniac that comes out there and kicks everyone's ass. But it isn't.
He's doing the same thing he was doing 5 years ago, and it's not his fault. They need to come up with something different for him to do. They throw the signal, they play this lousy music, he walks out, and then when there's no response from the fans and there's dead silence, they play different music. And Samoa Joe and Hobbs run right past him, past Hook, that is, and get in a fight with all of the horsemen. The people pop for them, but they're doing some kind of thing where Hook doesn't want to be told what to do or how to do it. And he argues later on with Joe and Hobbs, and he's mad he got replaced. Jesus Christ. Anyway, back to this thing. They have a big sloppy fight all over the building. Somehow Willow is out there beating up Marina Schaefer. And then some of them left. Some of them were still in the fight. But then the camera goes to the back and there's Darby Allin and Gabe Kidd again. And in the back of the building, and Gabe Kidd, they're fighting, and he's cutting a phony dramatic promo on Darby Allin and takes a ball-peen hammer and is going to bash Darby's head in. But Darby moves and he sticks the hammer in the wood platform of the thing and the deal. Then Darby goes to a truck and grabs powder and throws powder in Gabe Kidd's eyes.
Yeah, what was that?
Well, that was to blind him so that he could then grab a rag out of the truck and chloroform the motherfucker. They're doing every goddamn Southern wrestling angle, and it was done over a 20-year period in a 5-minute fucking fight. They're in the arena brawl. He has fucking tried the hammer. He powdered his eyes. Now he chloroforms the guy. And while he's unconscious, Darby puts him in a body bag. But the body bag is chained to the back of the pickup truck. Do any of them stop and think when they are coming up with this shit while they're stoned or taking kratom or whatever they're doing, how preposterous this all is when it's all strung together? When they come up with it, or are they oblivious? And then he gets in the truck and basically pulls out with the bag, with Gabe Kid in the bag chained to the back of the goddamn truck as he pulls him out so that Gabe Kid can have the fun of doing a movie stuntman stunt. And he drags him off. What the fuck?
There's a lot there. I guess in the beginning, we'll start with the end. The pulling away of him, or with him in the body bag. I mean, that's gotta hurt. The burning, or go over a pebble, just anything.
Well, I think there was some type of surface in the body bag because he wasn't turning over and everything. He was the flat pull, but I don't want to do it.
Here's the thing. They did a lot there. The babyface did a lot.
Well, yes.
To this heel who hasn't been established. And that's weird because he's been in some big matches already. Because he shows up on TV like the week before and you're like, who's that? Oh, it's Gabe Kidd. He's friends with Moxley. Oh yeah, how? Why? He'll be in the match. They don't tell you anything. And he pops up on this show and we're supposed to care. And there's a lot of people like that. They don't establish anyone and then they pop up. They get treated like we're supposed to care and then they disappear.
Well, and the best part, Brian, was before we leave this, you have to remember we had another issue going on because when we left the building, Willow and Schaefer and Joe and Hobbs and Claudio and Kidd and Moxley and the whole Hee Haw gang were just having the big fight, right? After we see Darby pull Gabe Kidd off in the bag, they go back to the arena and the announcers are like, oh boy, we don't know what's going to happen with old Darby. And there's nobody fighting. The whole fight in the building, everybody just, no explanation. They're just gone. It's over. They left. They weren't mad anymore. Whatever. How many people were involved in that thing? We should count some.
Man, how many times have we asked that question in the last few weeks about AEW? Right? The pre-show for the pay-per-view. These giant 8-man, it is 8-man. I was supposed to say 8-team. 8-man matches on the show.
Don't give him any ideas. 8 teams. Oh, everyone for himself.